Hello, everybody, and welcome here to one of many speaker interviews that we're doing in front of WordSesh. I'm joined today with Mike Little. Mike, how are you today?
I'm a little warm, but it's great to see. It's great to have good weather in the UK for a change. But yeah, I'm doing well.
It was warm here just last week. It was unbearably warm, in fact. So I'm glad that it's kind of come down to normal. And I'm thinking that the heat that I had is now pushed its way over to your side of the pond. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy to see it go. Awesome. So we were just chatting a bit about some WordSesh stuff, and I'm keen to hear, and I'm sure others are as well. Could you tell us a little bit about what you're going to cover in your presentation on WordSesh?
Okay. So what I'm basically going to talk about is how to set up your own VPS to run your WordPress site. I'm going to get into some of the nitty-gritty, but not with a whole bunch of tech details because there probably won't be time. But I'm going to talk, about things like setting up the actual VPS. I'm going to talk about choosing the right web server, caching, security, backups, all that kind of stuff. And one I think that is missed in a lot of hosting situations is setting up really good email so that the emails coming out of your site don't end up in spam folders and the like.
That one, because I, in fact, forgot to set up proper email validation when I was setting up the new WordSesh site. And so I've had this annoying problem with just like my sales order verifications going to spam. And I'll see like a PayPal notification, I'm like, oh, cool, what's this from? Oh, where's the order? Ah,
Yeah.
so that's a very good step to cover to make sure that other people don't miss it.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
Mhm.
I don't want to belittle what the other speakers are going to be talking about, but yours is one that I've been looking forward to for a while. And
Cool.
I'm sure there are going to be lots of useful nuggets of things that I either forgot to
I
do
hope
or haven't been doing the best way. At the very least, I'll have a nice checklist that I can follow. I'm like, oh, yeah, I got to do this. I got to do this.
so.
And so next time I won't forget the email validation.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool.
So I'm curious. Most people know this already, but you're one of the co-founders of WordPress itself.
Mhm.
And I'm asking everybody this, but I'm really keen to know, how do you use WordPress currently in your day-to-day?
Actually, in quite a number of ways. So, pretty much daily, I am managing WordPress. So, I host WordPress for a number of client sites, for a number of different clients. And so, I'm managing those sites on a daily basis, just keeping things up to date, checking logs and that kind of stuff. I also do development for my own clients. And then also, I work part time for Human Made. And so I work with on projects for them, somewhat larger clients than I work with on my own. And yeah, so I'm literally immersed in WordPress all day long, still to this day.
Um, do you do much personal day-to-day?
It's always on my to-do list. I am terrible and I rarely blog anything at the moment. It's yeah, I'm determined to get back into it, but it's just not happening at the moment.
I the same way. Um, it's tough, right? You get so many different things to do. I should take some time to write about this
Yeah,
tomorrow, though, because I still have to get this other thing done today.
yeah.
Nice. So WordPress has come quite a long way in its 15-year history. We've
Yeah,
gained
yeah.
a REST API, we've gained custom post types, we've got lots of cool features. Where would you like to see it go next? Like, what's a feature or an application where you've been wanting to take WordPress but haven't yet, or you're hoping that the rest of the community comes along and says, yes, this is what I want to come from it?
Um, that's a really good question. I'm not really sure. I think the potential is still huge. I think that with the upcoming Gutenberg, which I don't think will be August, that's for sure. But when it comes, I think it will be useful for a selection of WordPress users. I don't think it will necessarily be useful for everybody, or at least fully utilized by everybody. but I think it will open up more opportunities. I think it will make it easier for people to really turn something actually I've been predicting for quite some time and kind of has happened in dribs and drabs, but I think effectively customize WordPress for a vertical market, which still kind of hasn't happened. And probably 5 or 6 years ago when I was talking about it, I was thinking about specific themes and sets of plugins. Now I think it's going to be something even more sophisticated, and yeah, it might be a bunch of Gutenberg blocks and a theme and a mobile app and using the REST API and all the more sophisticated things that we can do with WordPress. And I think somebody or multiple somebodies are going to put things together that are kind of tailored for a vertical market, and then it's not WordPress as such, it's just a tool for a specific niche or specific market. And I think that would be an awesome thing. I think that type of thing is where we'll really surpass the 30% of the market.
That jives with so many different thoughts that I've had as well. Like, I personally want to build a few verticals and see if I can support market demand there. And I'm sure that I could build it with WordPress, but I hadn't even thought about how Gutenberg is going to impact that. That could lead to some pretty neat sort of remixes and designs for each of the different sites that exist in that vertical. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, of course, everybody can come and see you on WordSesh on July 25th. Where can people find you online outside of that?
So I still have my old personal site, which is at mikelittle.org. And actually, I'm more active on Twitter these days. So my Twitter handle is MikeLittleZ1, ZED number 1. Yeah, those are probably the two easiest places to get at me. And as I say, Twitter, I'm fairly active on Twitter.
That's pretty much the same for me as well, which is a shame. Need to bring that back to my own site. Cool. Well,
Yep.
It's been wonderful chatting with you this morning. For everybody who tuned in to watch our interview, hopefully you learned something interesting, and we look forward to seeing you live at WordSesh on July 25th. In the meantime,
Cool.
check out some of the interviews. And Mike, have a great rest of your day.
Yep. See you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.